can't hide.
Always tracking me down.
Yep. Got a question?
I like questions. What's the question this week?
What's the easiest classic car to restore?
Oh. I don't have an answer for that. Most commonly, it's going to be the American Muscle, just because there's a lot of parts out there. There's a lot of cars out there. Chevelles, Mustangs, Camaros, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Some say early American pickup trucks.
Oh, yeah.
Some say Volkswagens. It's really what your interest is in, and what classic car do you really like.
That's a good answer.
That's kind of your bailiwick. If I wasn't messing with these, I'd be messing with motorcycles probably.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
how about you, Shannon? Do you have an opinion on that?
I'm thinking about the same way. It really depends on what you're into. I mean, like Spook says, a lot of people like the American Muscle, Camaros and all.
Yeah.
Some people like the imports, Hondas and whatnot. And then you got your motorcycle guys, but then, there's something for everybody, really.
There you go.
It just depends on what you're into.
All right, Daren, how about you? You got an
Number
opinion?
one most restored vehicle in the United States of America is the Ford F-150.
Is it really?
Yeah.
All right.
The F-100 and the F-150.
There's a few of them out there.
Yeah, and the second is the Chevy C10.
Really? All right.
Yeah, there's more of those redone, and because they're cheap, pretty easy, really. So just like he said, trucks, they're pretty easy. But yeah, if you look it up, there's more of those running around than anything.
There you go. All right. So, what's going on in the shop? What you working on?
I'm putting back together Mr. Range's lower front suspension. So,
all right. That
finally got
sounds
the
fun.
right arms in, and I actually had some downtime. Well, not downtime, but I had to get off what I was doing last week, and so I changed it up, get stuff caught up. It's non-billable. Did get some good news from Carol at SoFine. We've got incoming product. So
Nice.
We should see it here. We'll start back in on the interior on that.
Oh, that's gonna be gorgeous.
Gaza, they're starting to put stuff together again.
Okay.
It doesn't really look like much. It's all internal.
Yeah.
Mr. Johnston, the motor set, the carpet and upholstery is done.
Oh, let's see how that came out.
Daren did a pretty darn good job on it.
Well, of course he did.
He's started it yet, but they will be.
All right.
We've got to finish the headliner, but we had to modify this kit a little bit, or as Daren says, customize the heck out of it.
Great.
So,
It's looking good.
it's getting there.
All right.
And Mr. Daren's got this one almost done. This is Graves 7.3.
Full interior. Should be putting the seats back in here in a little bit.
Okay.
The
What color
dash
carpet?
pad,
Oh, it's
dash
black.
cover. We were waiting on some knobs and they came in, so we get that finished. That was all up. We had that all disassembled.
Wow.
New door cards.
I was going to say, that door card's looking sharp.
And this was a deal where the customer supplied their carpet kit, so we had a couple issues with that, but not too bad. So it'll be in, and I should have the seats back in here today, and then.
So you're sniffing glue again, aren't you?
Yeah, and we're putting these window seals in. We were waiting on these front window seals, and they came in, so now it'll be watertight again.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, she got a new headliner. She got new headliners. She got new visors, a new mirror. So
that really looks sharp.
it's crazy, huh?
Yep.
Crazy how good a headliner makes a car look.
I know, right?
You need to do one of the Coke bugs. You should see his out there.
Oh, yes. He's looking better, though,
He's getting there.
That first day you drove him in, and he kind of didn't even have a tire.
He's slowly but surely coming along, but I'm not trying to spend too much money on him.
Well, All right, Shannon, how about you?
We got all the seats installed
look
in
at
show bar
that.
and Mr. Wilson here.
It's a family dune buggy.
Yes, it is.
Fantastic. Should they be wearing helmets and stuff? Like, is that a law?
Probably anybody sitting in the back would probably need to wear some sort of face shield helmet.
Awfully windy.
Unless they're just not going to be riding around a whole lot.
That's true.
Working on replacing trans mount and motor mounts because they were broken. So we can get it, and then we'll get it to alignment.
Fantastic.
And he's on the short list, very short list.
Very nice. Oh,
And
that'll
then,
be great. Just in time for it to be freezing outside.
Yes. And then hopefully we'll have Mojo done today.
Ooh.
Yes, get Mojo done so he can go home.
All right. You cleaning it up? Or is that
I've got to put some drums and shoes on the rear of it, and there's new air cleaners, and
great.
run it again and double check everything.
All right. So he still has drum brakes.
On the rear, yes.
On the rear?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Discs up front?
Just up front. That's actually kind of the standard setup for safety upgrades. Four-wheel disc brakes are really kind of overkill on a VW unless you're running a lot of horsepower.
There's not a whole lot of weight.
There's not a lot of weight. So front disc and rear drums seem to do a good distribution.
That's good
So
then.
upgraded master cylinders, upgraded lines, that kind of stuff.
Very good.
Kind of one of our standard upgrades. It's something we highly suggest to every one of our clients.
Yeah, we even did that to Mr. Wilson.
We did.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, on a
we
Dune.
upgraded him to disc brakes on the front
That's
because it was
good.
still drum.
Well,
And the cost
stopping
difference,
is underrated.
the cost difference is minimal.
Right, yeah,
I mean,
sure.
you've got to replace all those parts in there anyway.
Yep.
Might as well just go ahead and go with the upgrade. The kit costs, a couple, maybe $100 more than a standard set. But
Sure. All right.
It's actually cheaper in the long run because you don't have to smash your car.
Well,
Something like that.
collisions are not as much fun as they might sound, and they don't really sound that
Ooh.
fun.
It's something about physics where
Two objects.
two objects cannot
Occupy
occupy
the
the same space-time continuum at the same time and
All right.
still both exist.
What's going on with this engine? This is Wilson's also?
Yes, we had to pull his engine to do the mounts.
Okay. Is that new or is that?
No,
No,
transmission mounts a shop.
Okay.
The engine is still his original motor. We did end up, we did have to do oil cooler seals on it and upgrade it to a single wire alternator and new
Gotcha.
carburetor. So I've had it run some already. It's running pretty good.
That's good.
Yes.
You gonna test drive?
Oh yes, I'm gonna test drive again. That's
Better
how I
get a
figured
hat.
out about our mounts also.
It's a little chilly now. You better get a hat.
Yeah, this. Might have to borrow a toboggan. Who
There you
knows?
go.
Getting a little slim.
There you go. Hey, Spook, what's going on with Riley's Ghia?
I'm waiting for Josh to finish up the metal work. I've been working on mostly filler work.
Okay.
And if you guys saw last week's video, we were talking about the magnet test and the
Yeah, we ran a short on
a
that.
short. Hey, you guys who actually understand the shorts platform, can you explain it to an old guy? Just
Oh, come
leave
on.
it in
I've
the
told you 4 times. what
leave it
is.
in the comments section in this video and let me know what the heck it is.
Maybe you guys can explain it better than I can.
Yeah, so real light filler work. I mean, and this is just real thin dips and stuff. But
What color are we painting?
I think we're gonna go with the factory orange. So and then no blingy. It'll be kind of not a deep color.
Okay.
So it'll look more like came off the factory floor instead
That's
of
gonna
one of
be
our
weird.
custom colors. Yeah,
You
that is
usually
kind of
shoot,
weird.
You know.
So I'm
Plain.
taking care of all the little stuff. I'm getting in and getting like where some of the old seal work hadn't come out.
Okay.
We've still got to fix this mess. I've got most of this straightened out. We're pretty damn close, but
Yeah.
I have to get all this together first before I can finish up doing the metal work.
Okay.
But I've got it close enough where everything will fit.
All right.
So
All right.
Josh is working on that. I don't know where he is today. So
Well, it's getting there.
it's getting there. So next stage is going to be an epoxy, and then it'll go into high build, and we'll get blocked out again, so it'll be nice and smooth. And I mean, we can go in and do the trunk and do that back section, even though it all gets covered in carpet.
Yeah. Well, that's what you do.
Even though you never see it, the guy
Nobody's
next guy
gonna
does.
see it. Exactly.
So, Mrs. Riley did ask for air conditioning, so we're going to have to buy that kit because there's some holes we need to cut before it goes through paint process.
And is that hard to install or?
No, actually, it's not.
Okay.
It's just making sure that you have the lines in the right place and the mounting holes for the unit.
Okay. And there's enough room to.
Yeah, there's enough room. So it'll actually sit up in here.
Okay. What's funny is it seems like most of the requests for air conditioning come from people who have convertibles.
Yeah, we've actually done way more air conditioning requests for convertibles, especially the Super Beetle. And I don't really understand that, but that's okay. This is one of the few that we've had done on a Ghia. Mm-hmm. But she lives in Houston, so she gets really hot in Houston.
Yeah. Plus, got to worry about hair. If you're in Houston and you don't have air conditioning, you're not driving this thing.
I'm
when
wondering.
it's
We're
hot.
probably gonna have to end up tinting the windows too. But I got to figure out what Texas state law says.
Oh, right.
I can
Yeah,
make
that
it
does
legal
vary.
for her. So.
Right.
Anyway, I gotta get back to work. I gotta get that put back together.
All right. Well, say goodbye to the nice people before you take off.
Good night. Goodbye, nice people.